Let's bring him in now. Our friend here, Gilbert Burns. We got him.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what? He is reliable. He will be in the main event against Sean Brady. This will be September 7th at the Apex. It's the one and only Gilbert Burns. There he is.
Torino.
What's up, Gilbert? How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, guys. Thanks for having me. A little bit late, running late here. Just came back from Vegas yesterday night. Got a train, everything, family. So I was running a little late. So my bad.
It's okay, dude. It's how things go. We appreciate you joining us just the same. Hey, got to get your reaction to what we saw. First of all, let's just talk about the main event from UFC 303. You were there. Well, if I had to ask you a basic question, give me your answer. What makes Poatan so special?
Well, that power made that guy so special. The character, the guy, even though he doesn't speak English, a lot of people can understand the guy, can like, I don't know, he's a little weird but he's the guy that we can connect more than we could back in the days with Anderson Silva. Anderson was the greatest, but his English wasn't the best. Aldo too, but we couldn't connect. I think now with social media, we a lot of more things you can connect more with the guy, But I knew that guy was going to win, For sure, I was a little bit nervous, but that guy has dynamite on his hands, and Garry was not the guy that gonna out wrestle him. They're gonna be smart with the strategy. He's gonna go a little crazy on striking. I kind of felt that was gonna be the outcome.
Would you want to see him fight John Jones?
That's a very tough fight. I think John Jones is not gonna play the game. John Jones is too smart. I would love to see it just so maybe this guy can go on the history as one of the greatest. But stylistically, I don't like the matchup for Pereira. But for sure, would watch the guy.
All right, let's talk about the other fight that was on this card that is relevant to you. You're fighting Sean Brady, as I indicated. But as it currently stands in the rankings, Gilbert Burns, that's you, obviously sitting at 6. Then there's Garry at 7, and then Brady at 8. Give me a sense of what you saw from Garry in his very close but win over MVP on Saturday.
I saw a guy that I still have a great relationship with Ian. No, I corner him against Neil Magny. We train, I sport together. I sport this guy so many times. And I was the one that, like, he said, bro, I don't think I'm going to stay here to Cliff as much. And I said, if you don't stay here, I think you should travel. You should focus on the things that you need to get better. Let's say, for example, if you want to strike, I was going to Thailand a little bit, maybe New Zealand. If you want to grapple, get better your grapple, you should definitely go to Brazil. And he kind of got that, and then he went to Brazil. He's training with Daniel Maia, with Charles Oliveira. And I think on that fight, he wants to showcase his improvement. And that's the best fight to show your improvement on the grappling, because that guy doesn't have a lot. And he's danger on the striking. So I think it was a very close fight. But I think Ian showed a lot of improvement on his grappling, and then he's still a lot of things to grow. This guy's only 26. I think he showed a lot of potential. The guy is danger striking with a good IQ, and his jiu-jitsu is getting better and better.
Okay, I agree that he showed promise. I certainly don't challenge that. But he's sitting in the rankings between, again, we'll see how it goes after today, but he's sitting in the rankings between you and Sean Brady, and it's like, man, you want to talk about like out of the frying pan into the fire. If he ends up fighting the winner of your fight, which could potentially be you, A, would you have any issue fighting him, right? Because I know you guys have trained together, obviously. And then B, I agree that he's got promise, but I don't know about the top 5 of that division. Tell me what you're thinking.
First of all, I don't have no issue fighting anyone. I'll fight him. We're good. We have a good relationship, but we know we both want the same thing, so we already said to each other, if we're meant to fight, we're gonna fight. So I have no issues with that. And secondly, I think he's very tough, bro. I think his grappling is getting so much better. I even remember those sessions with Shavkai, on the field. He was doing good, very good on the top. Was just getting way harder when Shavkai was taking him down, But now putting a lot of emphasis on his grappling. That's one fight that might happen, Ian and Shavkai, that would be a good fight. And that Kobe fight will be a big test, you know. I think he will smoke Kobe on the feet, but then I want to see the grappling because Kobe will try to take him down. I think maybe he can, and then I want to see the grappling. But he's good, you know. It's like people still doubting him, but he's that good, you know, that people should like start believing a little bit more in the guy. He's only 26. Guy's confidence very good, very high IQ, works very hard, a crazy gas tank, good volume. Like I think he's gonna do super well with a lot of guys in the division.
Yeah, put some respect on that man's name. Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
didn't
talking
disagree with
about.
me at all.
No, but at the same time, I think he did show a lot. I'm glad that Gilbert could point it out. Gilbert, there's no doubt in your appearances on this show that our fans would put you first ballot Hall of Fame for best interviews because you're always so real and honest with us. So tough question here. You're facing a 2-fight losing skid for the first time in your pro career. Does doubt creep in? Does anything change for you mindset wise facing this for the first time?
Uh, I was sad when never happens. He did, you know. Uh, he did a little bit on the beginning, but I had to dust it up and got back to work, you know. So that was a tough comeback too because right after the injury and then the loss and injury from Bilal Muhammad, I got a Jack Della Maddalena. I thought it was gonna be a tough fight, but I thought I get it until I don't. You know, by the end, he knocked me out. It was a good win. I got a couple injuries, a little concussion after that, so I need to another pause at the career, recover, and then got back to training. Finally, now I'm all good. But now I gotta. It's not. I don't care about the criticism. I don't care. I don't even look it, and I really don't because people say I don't care, but they're looking everything that people are saying and they feeling bad. I really don't. I know who I am. I know what I get, and I'm just coming to this fight, and I really, really, really want to finish this guy. You know, just to prove to myself that I'm still one of the best, that I still can become a champion, because that's what I am on the UFC for. You know, I want to become a champion. I'm not gonna be these guys. I'm not taking fights and doing whatever, and then if I was in Dustin Poirier position, I'm out. I'm not fighting anymore because I got 2 times with this guy. That guy I lost, I'm out. You know, and then it will be the same thing with me. Exactly the same. If I maybe lose to this guy and then something happened, then I see him getting further and further away from the title, I'm out. You know, so there's gonna be a lot of things in my career. You know, so I'm putting everything in this camp. I really want to finish this guy. I know I can. I'm gonna put every single time, every single energy on my work to go out there and really finish this guy. He's not, and again, sometimes they said that, but I know like the Masvidal fight, I want to finish Masvidal, but with stuff was danger. I just got to win. It was decision win, but with this guy, I don't want the decision win. You know, I want to go out there and show levels and just finish this guy, take it out of there, submission, TKO, knockout, whatever it is. But uh that's a turning point. You know, if I go there, finish this guy, I'm back in the game. They give me another tough fight, and then we'll see how it goes. But if I lose, I'm gonna be so further away. So we'll see after that. But I'm looking forward to go out there and finish this guy.
Well, would you call this a must win then, based on everything you just said?
Yes, yes.
Guy's real, Luke.
How does that make you feel that the stakes are that high? Do you almost like it, or it's just kind of where things are?
I like it. I like it because
Yeah.
then he's all the fuel for me. You know, to put that on the training and really start like finishing this guy is gonna be everything, you know, like not or if that type of performance that I go there, I don't finish it, but I kill this guy for 5 rounds, that would be okay. Other than that, a finish or destroy this guy for 5 rounds, that's it. But that puts a lot of fuel on me, you know, that put a lot of good pressure on me, not the bad pressure, but that puts a lot of good pressure on my recovery, on my training, my strategy, study this guy, break down, you know, like get the real teammates to help me with the strategy and pushing me and get me to the level that I need to be to go there and perform mentally and physically, technically. And yeah, I like it. He's a good pressure. He's a pressure that I always put on my back, but I never been in that position of like a must win. And he's good. He's good to be in that position, to be honest, you know. And at the end of the day, I'm not like I don't repent enough of my career. You know, everything that I did with the full energy, with the full training, with the knowing what I'm doing. So two losses, it is what it is. I'm going to destroy this guy.
All right. Obviously, a guy like Sean Brady's got really good jiu-jitsu. That's the sort of centerpiece of his game. You're a world champion at the black belt level in jiu-jitsu. So from your eyes, give me an assessment of his grappling. What are the particular strengths that you can tell?
Oh, he's a very good grappler. On top, he has tremendous pressure. Look physically very strong. I think that's going to be one of the most strengths for him. He's strong. He can control very good. Uh, he tried to don't put a lot of space. He slowly get into position. He has good takedowns going to the back, and then control gets heavy top control. He has good hands. Nothing that you need to be too much worry about it. He's not gonna hit as hard as Jack, as hard as Hamza. He's not that type of striking aggressive. But I'll say the main point is going to be the grappling. I think he has good takedowns, very strong, good control, and eventually he changes up to a couple offensive attacks, of submission.
And how let me ask you this question. How does your grappling stylistically differ from his?
Uh, I think he got more options. I open up more things. I'm a little bit more well rounded. I play bottom, play top, and uh I think I got the answer for his grappling. No, I think he's a holder, he's a controller, and I think a way more attacking, offensive, and from all the positions, from all the angles. I think he got more attacks and more options than his style.
What do you make of like his physicality that he brings? What's your antidote for that?
Yeah, I heard he's very strong. He has a good gas tank. My antidote, we're gonna test that. So I'm gonna be in a freaking amazing shape. I went all the way to training lab on California with Coach Call. We did crazy tests. We get a good training, good system going on. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, we're gonna test that strength. We're gonna see how strong this guy is. We're gonna see if the guy, because on my end, it's very hard to see a guy as strong as Yoel Romero, let's say, as strong as Paulo Costa, as strong as Hamza Shimaev is, and had a crazy gas tank for 5 rounds, you know. So that was the question that everyone want to see Hamza against Robert Whitaker, if that gas tank gonna last. And that's gonna be my question for Sean Brady. If he's that strong that people say, let's see how long that gas tank's gonna land, because it's very hard to have a guy that is a freak on the strength and have the gas tank on the same time. I never saw that. If you saw that, this guy's a freak, you know.
Mm.
Gilbert, we're finally going to get resolution atop the division with Leon Edwards defending against. I
Finally.
remember that. I remember the name Bilal Muhammad. You do as well. How do you handicap that fight? The fight with you and Bilal. Obviously, the circumstances, I'm sure you would like to change, but I'm sure you also have respect for what makes Bilal Muhammad good. How live of an underdog is he in the potential of becoming the next welterweight champion?
Oh, he's super live. People kind of count him out. The guy has a good IQ. I know. I think I know what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna make a dog fight. You know, if he stay on the distance with Leon Edwards, oh, he's gonna eat a lot of kicks. He's gonna he. I think Leon Edwards is a great striker, more as a sniper. They use a good strategy too. His camp is very good. I like his coach. I follow every single one of them. I saw the work that they do. But so is Bilal Muhammad. You know, these guys do a good game plan. Bilal Muhammad has a good cardio. He doesn't go. He's not that explosive. He's not super fast, but he keeps on the high intensity. You know, he's always moving. He's always doing something. I don't think he's gonna strike so much on that fight. That's why he was kind of training with Islam, talking with Habib about it. I think he's gonna do a dogfight. I think he's gonna be on Leon Edwards, 30 boxing, try to wrestle. Don't even mind if he doesn't, but he's gonna be on the inside making a dogfight. I think that's the way for Bilal Muhammad to get the win. If he doesn't do that, then it's gonna be a harder fight, and I think Leon can pick him apart and get it. But I think it's gonna be a decision. I don't know who wins, but it's gonna be a very close fight, closer than people think. I think people kind of discredit Bilal Muhammad just because he's not the guy with that charisma. He's not the guy that the fans like the way he talks. But I think he's a very good fighter, and that fight is closer than people think.
All right. What do you make about what Craig Jones is doing with the Craig Jones Invitational, $1 million, going head to head with ADCC? And I ask it for a couple of reasons. One, I'm just curious what you think of it, but also, if $1 million had been up for grabs when you were at the peak of your grappling powers, would you have ever done MMA?
I still love MMA, and then I fell in love with the sport since the beginning. Wasn't just because the money, but I fell in love like being a white belt again, learning to striking and learning how to positioning, wrestling, kicking. So I fell in love with that. But at my time, for sure, it'll be good jumping on the CJI tournament. I love what Craig Jones is doing. I respect the guys from ADCC very much. But I love that competition. I love that these guys never put money. They never raise the money, to be honest. It's always the same price for the champions for the last 15, 20 years. Kind of like a little bit, but different with the UFC bonus. It'd be 50 grand for years. For years, it's time to put on 100 grand, like maybe more, 150. And he's the kind of like 10 thing with ADCC, and I love what Craig Jones is doing. I was the one talk to Musso Messi, so Mike, go fight CJI. Do a super fight. I think he's doing the super fight. They might send the opponent very soon. He's a very famous MMA fighter. But I was the guy, like Wagner Russia. Wagner is still gonna do ADCC and understand why, because he's two kids, his kid, his son and his daughter eventually is gonna be on the ADCC. He don't wanna kind of close that door. But I told him you should go CJI, bro. But I like it. I like that it's kind of like he's a little bit messed up if you been years working together on the ADCC, because it kind of divided a little bit. You got the Ruto Wallace brothers doing the CJI. Cade is the main current ADCC champion, and he's not gonna be there. So whoever wins on the 77 division, on the 170 division, is not gonna be considered the champion because the champion is not there. So he's not gonna, for sure, still gonna be a great event, ADCC. But whoever wins the ADCC from the grappling community won in the year that wasn't everyone in there, and then let's see who wins CJI, because if Cade wins, then CJI is going to be legit. If Ty wins, they're going to be very legit. Depends who wins on both. Then we see how the credit goes after. But I love what Craig Jones is doing.
All right, last one from me here, Gilbert. I saw that over the weekend, Pantoja and Moicano got a chance to meet with Vinicius Jr. Did you get a chance to meet Vinicius Jr. over the weekend?
Almost. I had so much. I had so much appearances. Like I don't know. That was the time total. I had, I think, 3 or 4 appearances on Friday, and then was only 3 on Sunday, but it was a lot. And I could go, but I had to cancel all that. But I had a couple partners that I said that I was going to be there, so I had to be honest with my word. But the great thing was my son went there. My son, my Pedro, my older son, was there with Pantoja. He had a great time. Unfortunately, couldn't go. But that was the time that I worked the most in the UFC. I'm getting paid. They getting me compensated for that. Even Sunday, I had 3 appearances, and that was a lot. And a freaking Sean Strickland, this guy crazy. This guy left on the middle of his appearance. He said, "Oh, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm left." So he just left, and he had people there waiting for him a lot. And then the UFC called me. Hey, you wanna? I know. we need a guy to show up for this fight here. You want to come? You're gonna get your pay and everything. So I show up and I finish his appearance. The guy was crazy, but yeah, that time I worked a lot. Unfortunately, couldn't see Vinny Jr.
All right. Is Neymar right that Vinny is the ugliest player in the world? Is that true?
Yes, yeah, he's ugly, bro. He's so ugly, and and so my guy, Raul Rosas, he's the ugliest one in the UFC
Yes.
too.
Yes. Bang
Oh
bang.
he's my guy. I love the guy. He's a character, but he's ugly, bro. He's very ugly.
Wow.
All right, Gilbert. Well, you're not Gilbert, and we can't wait to see your fight. It'll be September. Gilbert Burns in the main event. Sean Brady, 5 rounds for a lot of the marbles anyway. Certainly at 170 pounds. Gilbert, I appreciate you making some time. I know you got a very busy schedule. Thank you so much, man. We always like catching up with you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for having me. Make sure
Thank
you guys
you.
tune in September 7th. Let's go.
There he is.
Let's go.
All right,
Gilberto.
Dorino.